Okay, day 4 of our team ward week. With this workout today is going to be partners. So teams of 2, go with someone roughly the same ability level as yourself. Beginning today's session will be with some weightlifting and with some deadlifts. So deadlifts, king of all movement, that you will work every muscle in your body. Really good at building strength and size, as well as being extremely functional. It's probably the most functional thing you can do is picking something heavy off the floor. The rep scheme we're going to use today is going to be making sure we work in kind of higher percentages than we have in the rest of the week. Okay, so we're going to be working around kind of like 90% of our max, or effectively just by hitting some heavy doubles, you will work in a slightly different stimulus as we have with the other weightlifting in the week. Okay, so it's going to be 5 sets of 2 at the same weight across. You're going to build up, you're going to do a few warm-up sets. Well, hopefully you should be doing a few warm-up sets before you get there. Don't need to go too high on the volume building up there. Sort of bigger jumps to start and like keep moving, keep the rest quite short. Once you're there, then you can rest a little bit longer, but you can do 5 sets of 2 at the same weight across. And like I said, you're aiming for around 90%, working that kind of higher threshold, a little more raw strength, harder reps. Don't want to be super grindy. It should be something that you can move relatively well, but it should be really tough reps that you need a good like 2, maybe 3 minutes rest between each one. All right. With that as well, if you are struggling a little bit with the deadlift technique, okay, again, it's not worth just chucking a load more weight at it. Instead, try and move a little bit better. Maybe don't go so heavy today. Try and get that technique down a little better. And then if it does look good and it does feel good, then you can obviously build back up. All right. But with that, if your form isn't the best, I would always recommend doing that dead stop, because at least then it will give you a chance to set your body into the right position again before you pull again, rather than just go touch and go and pull out position. All right. You can do touch and go if you're moving well, but if you're not, I would strongly suggest you do a dead stop. Once we've done that, we'll move on to our conditioning today. It's a 15-minute AMRAP, and it's you go, I go. So that sort of relay format where one person's working, one person's resting, so it encourages you to work a little bit harder. It's going to begin with a 200-meter sprint. So it's literally sprinting out the box, quick as you can, straight back in, and you do 3 odd object cleans or odd object shoulders. So this could be stone, a sandbag, a D-ball, something that is kind of awkward and heavy. All right, again, talking about the use of function. If it's awkward and heavy, that's usually like most things out in the real world. So it would train you to be efficient with inefficient loads, okay? So it means when you go back to a barbell, it would seem piece of piss. The weight for the D-ball or sandbag or the stone or whatever, it should be obviously a challenging weight, but it should be something you can shift relatively fast. Again, these should be very quick rounds, maybe under 60 seconds. The run, if you're absolutely blasting it, you should be able to get that within like 45, 50. And then the D-balls, maybe take you 10, 15 seconds, absolutely blast them out. But yeah, go heavy, but make it challenging, but at the same time, make sure you can just churn them out. Once your partner's done that 3rd clean, then bam, the next partner can start, and you're just going to go back and forth, scoring as many rounds as possible. If you are struggling and stuff like with the D-ball weight, you can always do it to a platform instead. So I know some people struggle with the first 40 bag or stone, or D-ball. So instead, if you can get it and you can lap it, then you can just do it to a platform instead. And it just allow you to kind of build up that tolerance to it and get stronger. All right, and then you can start shouldering it soon. But yeah, get yourself stuck into it. Enjoy yourselves, and make sure you log your scores and modify. Cheers.